What up, guys? James from Bolt Bros. Chargers select round two, pick 55, Tre Harris, wide receiver from Ole Miss. Man, great pick, great pickup all around for the Chargers. Love to see that we're adding to the wide receiver group, something that we really have asked for, and we finally got it. You ask, and ye shall receive. Now, let's get to learn a little bit more about Tre Harris. So let's just go ahead and get into it, guys. Bolt Bros. Let's go.
Bolt Bros.
All right, guys. Once again, appreciate all the love and support. Please like the video, subscribe to this channel if you have not, and would love to be able to hear about what your thoughts is about the pick for Tre Harris in the comments below. Now, once again, I did say, hey, Bolt fam telling us to draft a wide receiver. Chargers social media, man, they're just beating down social media, and guess what? You ask and ye shall receive. And we finally got a new wide receiver. Once again, lightning might strike twice now. Remember last year, McConkey second round, Tre Harris this year. Maybe we're going to hit another home run in the second round. So once again, good draft all around for the Chargers thus far. Love to see it and see where we go with the next pick in the third round. But once again, Tre Harris is our new wide receiver, pick 55, second rounder. A guy that is actually just a very good built guy, like all around, very good size all around for you. Guy is currently 6'2", 205. He had a shortened season this year with Ole Miss. Still had 60 catches, 1,030 yards, 7 touchdowns, and had an average catch of a 17.2. If you watch some of his highlights that he had with Jackson Dart, basically they had a great chance that they could have gotten to the playoff race until Tre Harris went down. Basically, with Tre Harris, he does a phenomenal job of using his body to be able to get separation. He's not the fastest of guy by any means at 4.54, but he's got good hands, good height, good weight, great ability to be able to block out defenders, get open and find those soft spots all around. Good short receiving routes, intermediate, deep threat also on top of that too. True X kind of guy potentially for us too. I kind of almost put him a little bit in a weird way as like a Mike Williams kind of guy. So he's really known as an outside X receiver, but he also can be a guy that could do very well in the middle of the field too. So I'm excited about him. I think he's a very, very good player all around. And once again, he's only a 2-star recruit when he came into college, started at Louisiana Tech. Last 2 years, he basically was with Ole Miss. He's a 5-year player in college too. Once again, he did have a lot of 100-yard games. He produced up to 6 100-yard games against SEC corners. So the guy was doing a phenomenal job with Ole Miss. I mean, once again, Jackson Dart was just feeding him the ball and doing great with him. He has the ability to stretch the field, be an out route kind of guy for us. The ability to be able to go out there and just make a difference for this team. I kind of have been thinking about the whole Mike Williams thing and thinking, man, once again, he's got to stay healthy. And if he doesn't go down, we have to have another receiver that could kind of come back up. And so once again, Tre Harris is our guy. Interesting thing about his evolution. So looking at Louisiana Tech, he had 562 yards as a sophomore to nearly 1,000 yards in his first SEC season. Once again, grabbing guys from big conferences. You got to love that. He had that monster 2024 campaign, 18 yards per catch. You got to love to see that. 4 touchdown explosion against Mercer, announced basically as a rival to the SEC. And then he turned heads, torching Penn State for 134 yards in the Peach Bowl victory too. So once again, he is a guy that is masterful at the catch point, great body control, has the ability to box out defenders, high point catches too, very natural hand catcher and plucks the ball away from his frame. So he's not really a body catch guy. He's a hands catch kind of guy. Great ball tracking, elite at that level. Physical monster in the red zone, which you got to love to see. I feel like that's something we've been lacking quite a bit with this team. Now, we obviously have now 2 very powerful backs, short yardage situation. We have a great chance to be able to go in with a running back, but you want to be able to have a guy that can work in that 20-0 type range in the red zone. And that's one thing that he does a great job too. Does a phenomenal job on seams and breaks. in breaking routes is where he sets up defenders with a nice head shoulder type fake and perfect ability to be able to take yards after a catch. Excellent field awareness, soft spots against zone coverage, does a great job with that. Dog mentality to the blocking game. Now that's exactly what Harbaugh wants. He wants his wide receivers out there blocking and making those extra effort type plays. That's what Tre Harris will bring to this team for sure. And everybody on the field's got to do their job, right? One thing I love about the Niners is I feel like everybody on that team offensively is trying to block for whoever has the ball. I love to see that. So once again, 153-yard explosion against LSU in the Peach Bowl, heroic versus Penn State. That was great. One of his big moments, and went up against a big school, by the way, too. So got to love to see it. The thing is, though, he's got to work a little bit on his acceleration off the line. Got to work a little bit more on explosion side of the off the line. Sometimes struggles to beat press coverage. Route tree remains somewhat limited. Needs to work on that. Those are things that could be taught. Can round off his cuts a little bit, so he needs to be able to sharpen that up a little bit. Not necessarily the biggest, fastest guy in a sense. He is not a speed guy in a sense, but once again, he has a great knack to be able to find the soft spots and have quick movements to be able to get open soft spots too. So, but bottom line, this guy's a dog. I want to show you his RAS real quick too. His relative athletic score. He's at 9.18. Good ability. Nines are always great. Good level for you to work with. Height, once again, he's one of the tops in that point. Weight, 205. Not a bad size and everything too, but good enough to where it's not too skinny or anything like that. 40-yard dash, 4.54. It's not a burner by any means, but I think there's a thing about game speed. In my opinion, I think he's a little bit faster in some aspects. Vertical ability, broad ability, great. That's where he's going to be, and that's what the Chargers have needed. Unfortunately, it's been Quentin. Johnston should have been that guy, but he has not been that guy. Now you got a vertical guy that could go out there and make things happen. A 50-50 ball kind of guy that could go out there and make things happen. He kind of feels to me more like a Mike Williams type guy that could be able to stretch the ball out, go up for those 50-50 balls, and be very physical. But you got to love the blocking element of it too. We got two very, very great running backs too. And you want to be able to have those guys doing those extra effort things. So I'm excited about what Tre Harris could bring to this team and what he can provide for this team for the long term. And it's also another guy that you could grow with, Justin Herbert and also Lad McConkey, now Amari and Hampton. I love to be able to see what the Chargers have been doing here, and we still got more picks to go for this team. So once again, I want to hear from you about Tre Harris. Throw your comments in below. What do you think about this pick at number 55, round 2 for the 2025 draft with Tre Harris? Big pickup, in my opinion. One that I've seen a lot of mock drafts for, too, by the way. So, once again, ye ask and ye shall receive, boys. And we finally got a wide receiver, too. Once again, do you think that we're going to hit lightning twice in the second round and get another guy who could be an absolute dog for Justin Herbert? I'll even say this, too. We start out 2 rounds of getting Justin Herbert as many weapons as you possibly can. He's going to have tons of weapons around him now. And I'm very excited to be able to see this wide receiver core. I feel like we've got a pretty good tight end room, but there still might be a tight end out there that they might want to go with in the 3rd round. So we will see. But let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Tre Harris pickup. Excited about it once again. Like this video, subscribe to this channel if you're not. We'll keep you guys updated on round 3. Once again, James from Bolt Bros. Let's go.
Hey, what's up? Cameron Dick here watching Bolt Bros podcast. Let's go.
Charged up, Bolt Bros on the night.